You are almost an expert in using files and folders. After this lesson, you surely will be. I will be showing all examples in Windows, but if you are a Mac user, do watch them as well, and later in the video I will point out the differences in doing the same things on a Mac. Let's create a folder on your desktop called Favorite Games. In case you don't know, desktop is your screen. So if I say click on your desktop, you have to click on the Clear of any programs screen. So let's create a folder on the desktop. Right click your mouse, go to New, Folder, click, and now give that folder a name, Favorite Games, and click Enter. Let's double click on the folder we've just created. What happens is the File Explorer window opens up, and we are already inside Favorite Games folder. Let's create a folder inside Favorite Games folder. Right click, New, Folder. Now let's give that folder a name. I'll call it My Sister's Favorite Games, but you can call it whatever you like. My friend's favorite games, or my brother's favorite games, anything you fancy. And click Enter. One important point: don't use an apostrophe in file or folder names. There are some important reasons why you should stay away from apostrophes, but let's just say for now that it's bad practice. Now we're going to create a very simple file called Hide and Seek, and we're gonna save it inside My Sister's Favorite Games folder. So let's go to the search bar, type in Notepad, click Enter, and write something inside the file. This is my Hide and Seek file. You can write whatever you like, or don't write anything if you don't want. And go to File, Save. And here we have the file name extension already given to us. So let's keep that, but replace the star with the file name, Hide and Seek. Now we want to make sure that it's saved inside My Sister's Favorite Games folder. And here we already are inside My Sister's Favorite Games folder. However, if we weren't here already, we know that My Sister's Favorite Games folder is inside Favorite Games folder, and we know that Favorite Games folder is inside Desktop. So we would have to find Desktop, which is here, Desktop. We go to Favorite Games, we double click, and we go to My Sister's Favorite Games, and again double click. And now we save. Yeah, now we are inside My Sister's Favorite Games folder, and all we need to do is just save the file. Save. Okay, let's close this file. Now if we go to My Sister's Favorite Games folder here, we'll see that our Hide and Seek text file is right here. What you have just done is you have created a folder called Favorite Games. And you have created another folder inside called My Sister's Favorite Games. And inside My Sister's Favorite Games, you've created a file called Hide and Seek. Now, could you do something like this by yourself? Can you create a folder called Skyrim inside Favorite Games folder? Then, can you create a text file using Notepad called Skyrim as well? Place it inside your new Skyrim folder. If you are a Mac user, use TextEdit and pause the video while you're doing it. Now, if you manage to do it right, then inside Favorite Games folder, you should see My Sister's Favorite Games folder and Skyrim folder inside. And if you click on Skyrim, you'll see a Skyrim file inside it. Now, let's rename Favorite Games folder into Awesome Games folder. How do we do that? If we click on here, nothing happens. But we do know that Favorite Games folder is on the desktop. So let's find desktop. desktop, favorite games. Now, if I click on it again, it turns blue. It means now I can change the name into Awesome Games. And enter. Now, can you try and rename the hide and seek file into hide and seek game file? Make sure you don't touch the file extension. If you have managed to do it right, then you should see something like this on your screen. Now, let's move the hide and seek game file from My Sister's Favorite Games folder into Awesome Games folder. Click, right click, cut, Awesome Games. We click on the area here, right click again, paste, and the file now appeared on the Awesome Games folder instead of My Sister's Favorite Games folder. Let's check what's inside My Sister's Favorite Games folder. Nothing. We've removed it from there. Another way of moving files or folders is to just simply drag and drop them. So let's move our hide and seek game file back into My Sister's Favorite Games folder. I click on it and I hold it, and as I'm holding the mouse key in, I'm dragging the file onto My Sister's Favorite Games folder. Once I'm there, I release the mouse key and the job is done. Now let's check if the file is inside where we want it to be. And ta-da! Yes, it is. On a Mac, everything is the same, except for Mac does not come with Notepad. So, to create a simple text file, we will use TextEdit. To find TextEdit, go to Finder, click on Applications, and find TextEdit on the list. Click on it, and double click on it. So, now you've started TextEdit. You can type whatever you like. And now, File, Save. And here we give it a name, hide and seek. And we can save it anywhere we like. If we don't want to save it in desktop, and we want to pick some different folder that we can't see on this list, we can click on this little arrow. There you go. Now we can pick any place, any location on the computer that we like. And once you're happy with the location, you just click Save. If you want to move a file to a different location, we can always drag and drop it, just like we did it in Windows. Here you go. Now our hide and seek file is in My Sister's Favorite Games folder. Now we can drag it back, or we can copy and paste it. So right click, copy, go to the folder where you want it to go to, right click, paste. So hide and seek is now in My Sister's Favorite Games folder. However, we still have it in the old location as well. If we don't want it to be there, we can just always trash it. So right click and move to trash. We are finished with this lesson. Well done for watching it all the way to the end. You have completed 3 steps towards your certificate. Don't forget that in the next lesson we're going to start to program in Python. So you need to have Python installed on your computer. If you haven't done it just yet, ask your parents for help. Also, sign up to Kids Dig Coding YouTube channel for some more programming tutorials for kids.